What up? It's Beatin down your block, 93.7 The Beat. I'm DJ Shante, and I got a special guest. I know I say special every time, but everybody's special if you're in the building. But I got the homie DJ having things. What up?
What up, Shante?
What's going down?
Not a lot. Just
What's going down? There we go. You got to say it the right way.
Just chilling with my homies. Got Elliot in the building. Got Shante.
What up, Elliot?
What up, Houston Trend?
What you got up for Saturday? What's going down?
Man, Saturday, you mean today?
Yeah.
There's a lot going down. There's a party at the Media Block tonight I'm going to go to with some past Bounce and Turn performers. And if you don't know Bounce and Turn, we talk about that later.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
There's an art party later with the Generators Playground. That's at Insomnia Gallery. So there's a lot of different events going on, art and rap.
So you're going to be making your rounds.
Yeah. I'm not triple booked yet. I'm only double booked.
You're going to be triple and quadruple.
Make it the commoner if I can make it.
Yeah, exactly. You got to stop by 10 to 2. What's up? All right, so what's up? Let's talk about Bounce and Turn. How did you come up with the concept? When did you come up with Bounce and Turn?
All right, so Bounce and Turn is a monthly Texas rap party. Came up with the concept in 2016. I used to live overseas in New Zealand.
Ooh.
And I threw parties over there with a lot of my girlfriends that were DJs and guy friends that were DJs as well that had their own radio shows. So when I came back from New Zealand, I was on a radio show with my partner Kenny, Big Heavy Kenny, up at Rice Radio.
Who's really skinny. He's not
really
even
skinny.
heavy.
He's just big. Yeah. He's big. He's tall. But yeah, so we'd be up at Rice Radio. We had our own rap show. Kenny would actually throw parties on campus with some of the funding from the radio or whatever. So he would start doing shows there. There's 2 bars on campus. So he did it at the undergrad bar, and he'd have like Fat Tony host. He'd have Ray P, D-Lo and Doe back in the day, Doe Beezy, they were up there. So that was like
shout out to Doe Beezy
5-6 years ago. So Kenny was working with rappers at Rice just on campus. So when I came back from New Zealand and was on the radio with him, we're like, all right, like let's move this stuff off campus. We have rappers come up all the time because we're the only rap show on the radio, which was like every Tuesday or whatever. But yeah, so we would just have interviews with people, and we're like, you know what, we got enough rap shows already that shit pisses us off, and it's like, yeah, this isn't organized, or they promise stuff, janky promoters, whatever. We go to our share of Houston rap events. So I kind of was like, you know what, we should start doing stuff like in different places around town. I stepped into a really amazing venue called Wonky Power one day on accident, and I was like, wow, this would be a cool place to throw a party at. It reminded me of a spot in New Zealand. We threw a lot of do-it-yourself type parties, and that's what these parties are. It's like they're not at traditional spaces, a lot of people say they're alternative spaces. They're either like art galleries, warehouses, different. We had a party at a distribution company, at a law office, just like all
You're
these.
like, hey, wherever the space is, we there.
Anywhere that they'll accept us, pretty much. But pretty much, Bounce and Turn has been around since December 2016. I'd like to book female DJ. Shante has been at a few of my parties. Like I said, I've been doing it for 2 years.
So fun.
Shante is a part of it. We always have K Illa. She's the homie. We've had C Watts. We've had a few other, a lot of people DJ for us. But mostly it was just me and Kenny started off. We'll have 1 rapper or 2 rappers perform. Sometimes our parties are block parties, but we like to collaborate with local businesses. So we've had parties at tattoo galleries or tattoo shops, but we like to link up with people. Like I'm throwing another Bounce and Turn in, next Sunday. So that's like a day party. Sometimes they're Friday nights for 4 hours. Sometimes they're Saturdays all day, whatever.
Oh, okay, so you switch it up.
Yeah, switch it up. So people are like, oh, is it every first Friday or whatever? I'm just like, no. Like
you're just like, whenever I feel like it.
And it's kind of like, and the secret really about Bounce and Turn is I do events with, or I know so many promoters that it's like I do stuff on the days they're not doing stuff. So, and I know people are gonna be free those days because like we, I know our crowd. So it's like I kind of look at when people are doing stuff. So all right, no one's doing shit this day, and that's a good day. Or I really do think about the dates, and that's really one of the most important things when you throw events that people don't think about, because it's like, all right, half your fans are gonna go here. Or if some of my parties are early, 8 to 12, so people can go out after, to another event. If people don't realize that. So yeah, our next party is on a Sunday, 4 to 10, at like a new venue, and then our next party after that, our March party is going to be at Satellite Bar, and that's going to be like an actual show.
Oh.
And Rizzo's going to be performing, Rizzo.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be more of a bigger kind of like springtime, turn up type show. And then the next party is going to be an April 20th party, if y'all know what that day is.
420, baby. I can't wait for that one.
With Screwed Up Records and Tapes. And Yeah, so that's going to be a big one. So me and Will Lean are planning that right now, and that's going to be at Super Happy Funland. So sometimes
That's my favorite spot.
Sometimes I pick
Have you
bars,
been there?
sometimes I don't.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's a huge space.
It's big as shit, and it has like dolls everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's really weird, but it's cool as fuck. Like it's super cool. Like you wouldn't even think
huge.
this exists in Houston. Like when I walked in, I was like, "Am I in Texas right now? Like where am I in New York? It's some underground shit. Like it's underground. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's dope. I don't even know how to explain it. It's dope. You just got to see it.
Yeah. So Bounce and Turns
But
pretty
420,
much,
you better be there.
I just move it every month, and people ask me to collaborate, or DJs. I like to promote DJs. I like to promote producers. Like anyone. We've had fashion shows, bar parties, visual artists. Graffiti art, all that kind of stuff, rappers. But mostly it's just a Texas rap party. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
And so you bring out like any big artists to come, do an appearance or
a
freestyle, or what do you do with that?
Okay, so mostly I pick people like to perform each month based on if they just came out with something recently. Mm-hmm. But some of the bigger artists I've had, so it's all local artists for the most part. I've had, but I have had like the Outfit Texas come from Dallas.
I like them. I just heard about them.
Yeah, they're dope. But it's like, I did an event with OMB Bloodbath. We threw a food festival together. That was a Bounce and Turn.
Mm-hmm.
And for that event, we did have, special guests. That was bigger. That was huge, actually. So we had a lot of special guests for that. Fastland was one of the headliners. Mm-hmm. And then, J-Dog too, like people like that, so Houston special guests. We're not flying in people from
right
yet.
Local celebrities.
Yeah, all local celebrities. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Local underground celebrities.
So how did you how do you say you built your following with Bounce and Turn? Like, I'm sure it started off, a couple people here and there, and then it grew to what it is now. Do you feel like that's from supporting other people, supporting the artists that you built this following, or you just think it's because your party is just dope as hell? Or do you think the DJs had something to do with it? Like, how do you feel as a promoter?
It's everyone pretty much. So people think, oh, okay, yeah, this is just Amy and her group of Team Amy people. It's like, no, definitely not. My group are people that work with me. So, and those are, you, like the DJs, people that help me with the door, security, like all these people, like they matter for me and my promotion because they themselves are people that have a good crowd of people. So pretty much about working with the right people and then them, helping promote you and your brand because y'all have the same type of vibe or whatever. So it's not me. People don't just follow me like that, like they do. But it's like, I guess we also started with the radio. So once people obviously know you have a radio show and you go out and network and you go to different events that are networking events, like, oh, okay, come on up to the radio. Like Donnie Houston used to have networking events like every Wednesday. So some of the first people I really not met, but they wanted to come up to the radio that were like, local rappers that were releasing consistent tapes. Like I met him at some of Donnie's things. Mm-hmm. And then I was like that person that had a radio show. And, I'm a radio DJ with Kenny and like we're at Rice. And usually people go to different universities, to their shows. Like, okay, now I know the rap people. So, or the rap host. So it's just one of those things, like, I guess the radio really was the start. And it was a start for us to hear conversations with rappers about what annoys them about events. Or even DJs would come up and, we'd talk to them about, maybe they don't get to play the music that they like. And, okay, well, what are y'all doing type thing? It's like, okay, well, we're doing the same stuff just over here, So it's a lot of that, Bounce and Turn. It's just, you got to network. You got to put in, like you got to bring people up that support you. You got to support them back. I was spending a lot of time going out. Obviously, I don't have to do that as much. But it's like, and that's what people don't understand. It's like those first years or so, it's like, I came back from New Zealand. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have an event till I find the perfect place. It took me like a year to be like, all right, I guess I'll start doing events now. Like everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I know. What am I doing? So, and then once that happened, those people would tell me, what are you doing? And not doing anything. Those are people who started going to my events because they knew I should be doing something.
Right.
So it's like having that kind of foundation's good. And then once you go to other people's events that you like and you talk to them and you start to network and then you involve them in your events and you help each other grow. That's the most important thing with Bounce and Turn because it's like I said, people think it's just me. It's also Kenny. I mean, I make most of the executive decisions, but it's like, like we're like, okay, we're at a venue, who do we see here? Who should we, promote here? Like what kind of media is going to be involved to promote this? And like, how's that going to help that artist or that DJ? So we think about all that stuff.
Y'all dig deep.
We're not a marketing company, but
but it seems like
we think about all of it, like we think about who's DJing with who, like we're not, or like what part of town this person's from, going to bring this crowd and this, and we're going to mix them together, so it's just a blending of, you know, there's this event going on the north side and this on the south side. Well, let's bring it all central so that everyone can talk more, because people are too lazy sometimes to go to the other side of town. But a Bounce and Turn, it's pretty central, so it's like you can just come and, you know, meet a producer that's, you know, making hot beats or whatever that you can link up with. So it's just about support. And when people ask me, oh, can I perform at Bounce and Turn, or hey, can I help you make some flyers? I'm like, I mean, if you went to my events, maybe, but you don't even know what this event's about.
Wow.
First of all.
Exactly.
Second of all, like, yeah, like you could ask me in person. I have more respect, you know, for you as a business person. And because that's what I did. You know, I had to go out to people's events. Like, you know, I met random people like you and you know, at different events with people that we fuck with. So it's like, I mean, I'm not even a rapper, but you should be doing that just as a person, you know, like you constantly need to be doing that. And a lot of people think it's so easy just to hit up people online and bother them when they don't have time to look at their phone.
No, it's not that easy at all.
But yeah.
So I know you started DJing your own parties at first. Are you still DJing, or are you done with that?
Man, it's hard. Like, I'm to the point where I'm like, I don't even have time for DJ lifestyle. Like, first of all, I don't have time. But yeah, I miss it, because me and Kenny, we used to be on the radio or whatever, and I miss having, you know, constantly downloading music, you know, having stuff. And I mean, I do still, but it's like that slot of time is so little now. And it's, I mean, you know, my only rule at Bounce and Turns don't play Drake. So it's like I hear music.
You do got that rule.
I hear music
Drake.
that I
Why
like.
is that? Tell them why do you say don't play no Drake?
You know, because first of all, I'm Team Sauce Twins over here, okay? And he stole the drip. You know, he tried to steal the drip or whatever. Tried to. He didn't steal it. But it's also just, you know, Drake, he's not from here, so I don't really need to promote him. No offense. I know we're on 90. I know we're.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody got their own opinion, so it don't matter.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty much it's just I want y'all to play like Southern type rap, Southern influence, and for me, Drake's not Southern influence at all. So
it's that popcorn.
But anything else would be fine, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but anyway, so whenever I'd play at my parties, I play a lot of Texas rap, and it's not a requirement, but like the main rappers are Texas rappers, so that's like the thing.
Who's your favorite Texas rapper?
Okay, let's guess. Can I say it on the air?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you. Nah. I'm just kidding. Nah, Zero, obviously. Yeah, and Pimp C, but, you know, I'd say Zero. And then, like, recently, I'd definitely just say Sauce Walker, you know, Fast Lane, Megan Thee Stallion. I like DeLorean. I like Bloodbath. There'll be, you know, like, everyone, pretty much everyone.
All of them are popping.
Yeah, just everyone. So the thing about, I guess that sucks, is, like, having our own radio show, we're so in tune with the local music that it's, like, you know, there's not a lot of people that are, like, really like keeping the Texas music alive, you know. Like, I know people will come up to you and be, hey, play my music, but that's not the same as being like, all right, this is consistently played across Houston, you know. Like, so with Bounce and Turn, it's like we want people to be aware of like, okay, this is some Texas shit, or oh, what song is that, you know, or like people, because me and Kenny try to play as much Texas stuff. So the thing with me not DJing anymore, it's like, okay, I miss being super Texas, but it's like you just some people get bored of listening because it's slow, you know. Some of it's slow, so it's like I get it, you know. So we gotta mix it up. So you just kind of learn that over time. But I do miss DJing my parties, but it's also like people call you about parking, you know. Rappers are outside. People are just always coming up to you, even if you are DJing.
Even if you're DJing,
yeah. And it's like I don't have time, and I just get distracted easily. So I'm just like, damn, you know. So I'd rather be that person that like looks like shit working my own event in the background, not talking to any of my friends that showed up, you know, then and enjoying the music and whatnot. But it's just like it's just easier for me, and the DJs I hire, like they all know my taste of music, and we all have the same taste of music, so it really doesn't, you know, matter.
Right.
But I mostly like
I love like the diversity and of everybody's sound. Like some stuff, some vibes were on alike, but everybody has their own cool little style that we bring to the event. I love it. It's dope.
Me too. Y'all rule.
Yeah. No, you rule for throwing it. Your birthday party was lit though.
I know.
I'm so mad I had to leave early.
Dude, I had to kick someone out.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, some guy was just trying to be a dick to the bartender, being like, you didn't make my free drink strong enough. And he tried to take his tip money back. And I was like, dude, first of all,
get the hell out.
Yeah, and I was like, don't put your hands in the tip jar even, like, leave. Like, no one knew who he was. And then he's like, you know who I am? I was like, no, do you know who I am? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay, we'll leave. It's my birthday. Like, we don't give a fuck, you know? Like, yeah. So that was fun. But besides that, yeah, the party was great. Like, I had a good time. We had it at Imperial in East Downtown. And
shout out to
Shante
Imperial.
Played. K Illa played. I had one of the DJs DJs I usually have too. Jay Smith, him and his brother performed. They had a freestyle session at the end, which was freaking crazy. Yeah, it was good.
I missed everything.
I made old Bounce and Turn performers freestyle, like the ones that hate freestyle. And half of them were like,
it's your birthday.
Yeah, I was like, get on the mic. If y'all don't know what to say, just rap about me. You know,
right.
Like, oh, happy birthday. Like, freestyle, let's go. You know, like.
Damn.
So, yeah, that's what you missed.
Dang.
Yeah. It was fun.
Well, when's the next one?
The next one is February 17th. So that's next Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. So like in a week. And it's at one of my friend's new bars. It's like about 3 minutes or so away from UH. So it's like on the southeast side, like kind of 610-45. It's called Inside Out Venue. And the party is called Live from the Bayou. Yeah. So it's going to be
this is a new party series?
Okay, so it's the second installment of it, but I'm collaborating with a rapper named John Doe, and he did it last year, and we've been talking since November about it. So sometimes rappers will just like, I'll do like, since I'm getting so busy with like, you know, events and stuff, usually I'll do like freelance on the side, like I'll do listening party or whatever with Bounce and Turn Entertainment. So Bounce and Turn, the monthly parties, and we have like the entertainment side, which is like, all right, you need a sound, you need a DJ, you need whatever, you know, like we got you.
Right.
You can use our people or whatever. But for this, it's a pretty big event. So it's like, if it's like a day party, I like to make it like Bounce and Turns because it's a lot of planning. It's like I'd rather throw 1 than 2 events. So if someone's like, yo, you want to collab? Okay, cool. So I noticed you've been collabing with different and I
groups.
like it.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's like whenever you move venues all the time, whenever you work with different people, it helps you learn faster. So it's like, that's why I like to do it.
You touch a different network too.
Exactly.
You touch all their people.
And it's like, I've known this person for like 2 years, and he's came up to Rice when we were at the radio show or whatever. So he's from Louisiana, and last year he threw a party, and it's called Live from the Bayou. And obviously, you know, Houston's named, you know, Bayou City too, but he's, you know, talking about Louisiana. So it's a Louisiana, Texas rap party. So they're half the performers.
Gonna play some Boosie in there.
Yeah, so Donnie Houston's DJing, and they have another DJ. So they're gonna be playing bounce music, playing Louisiana rap. They're gonna be playing Houston rap, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's my kind of party.
No, yeah, they're gonna have
shake some ass and then get ratchet.
Yeah,
and
crawfish. We have Buffalo Bayou sponsoring. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be like performance, a few performers during the middle of the day. And then it's like 8 to 10, it's party. So beginning is like party, a few performers, 6 performers. One has performed at Bounce and Turn before, Retro Cash. He performed.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Retro.
So Retro's performing.
How's he been?
He's been good, yeah.
That's the homie. I got to hit him up.
I know. So he's performing, and then we have 2 Raw. He's performing too, if you know who that is. He was part of Doe Beezy's, he was like a contestant in the freestyle battles. Yeah, the H-Town rap battle. He was like one of...
T-Raw?
No, 2 Raw.
Oh, 2 Raw.
Yeah, he's from the southeast.
And I don't remember him.
Yeah, and then John Doe, and then we have Donnie DJing, and another DJ. But those are the main guys I know. So John picked it's his event pretty much.
Oh,
so
okay. So,
yeah.
okay. Oh, got
John
you.
Doe, yeah.
Okay.
And then it's at a bar, though, and the people that own the bar, they actually used to book some Bounce and Turns for me downtown at Lillian Bloom, and then at Behringer, which is next door. So yeah, I had Dante Higgins at Lillian Bloom like my first summer I was doing Bounce and Turn, and then next door they have a bar too called Behringer. I don't know if it's still there, but we had like 2 downtown Bounce and Turns through.
You said next to Lillian Bloom?
Yeah,
I don't think it's there. Yeah. It's something else now.
Probably, but yeah. So they own a new space, so they pretty much like want to create this like if you want to throw an event, if anyone wants to throw an event there, it's called Inside Out Venue, and it just opened like last week.
Oh, wow, it's brand new. Okay.
So they've been, so they already have their calendar like filling up and whatnot. So this is like one of their first events that they're having there. They had a Super Bowl party as like a kickoff.
Wow.
But yeah, some homies that would help me downtown like book. They used to book downtown in places, but now they're doing that at their own space. Like we want to have art here. You know, we want to have all local Houston, you know, open mic night type stuff, you know, poetry, whatever. Like any kind of, they want it to be event space as well. So it's cool. Like it's in not a new part, but like they're trying to make it, I guess, a little newer. But it's kind of not industrial, but it's just like a perfect, like, you know, all my spots are different. Like, I just put an address on the flyer, and people are like, what is this space? Like, who is the owner? Can I book it? So it's one of those places. You know, I can talk it up all I want, but y'all just need to come through. Yeah, February 17th. You can go to livefromthebayou.eventbrite.com. It'll be well worth it. It's going to be dope. Cajun food, cold drinks,
Cajun
vendors. Yeah, Louisiana rappers, Texas rappers. Everyone's favorite type of rap, right?
I'll be looking for the flyer because I'm not going to remember the date, but once I see it on your page, I'm going to try to pull up.
Come through, eat some crawfish with me.
Let the people know how they can follow you.
Y'all can follow me. Everyone laughs at this, but my Instagram name is Put Some South in Your Mouth. And no, that's not supposed to be sexual. It's actually like a food reference, because if y'all know me, I'd be eating turkey legs and shrimp and barbecue. All the vendors at my parties are, tacos, barbecue, whatever, all that southern
all
shit.
the good food.
So Put Some South in Your Mouth. That's my name. Bounce and Turn. You can follow me at Bounce and Turn TX for Texas, because we're not just Houston based. We're going to be doing the stuff, around Texas this year. So Bounce and Turn TX. Facebook, same thing. So follow me.
Y'all heard her. Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah,
letting us know
you.
what you got going on. It's Beating Down Your Block. I'm DJ Shante. We had DJ Having Thangz. Thank you for coming through. Until next time.